can't tell Batman.
Nothing leaves this room.
I always wanted, expected, to grow up and become him. And the hero bit, I'm still all in. But that thing inside of him, the thing that drives him to sacrifice everything for the sake of his mission, that's not me. I don't want to be the Batman anymore.
When there's trouble, you know who to call. Teen Titans! From their tower, they can see it all. Teen Titans! When there's evil on the attack, you can rest knowing they got your back. 'Cause when the world is heroes on patrol, Teen Titans go! With their superpowers, they unite. Teen Titans never met a villain that's the light. Teen Titans, they got the bad guys on the run. They never stop till the job gets done. 'Cause when the world is losing all control, Teen Titans go! 1, 2, 3, 4, go! Teen Titans!
There, Star Riders, and welcome back to the Diary of the Cosmos, where every chapter is a new adventure. Grab your pens, we're about to write some stellar stories together. Today, I'm going to pitch my take on an ideal Robin movie that leads directly into a future Teen Titans movie, all while focusing on Dick Grayson's time as Robin, the Boy Wonder, and his journey to carve out a future of his own. This film would dive into his early days in Gotham, his emotional struggle, and why he decided to leave for Jump City. And yes, we'll sprinkle in some exciting Easter eggs that hint at the greater Teen Titans universe. Plus, at the end, I've got a fun game for you. I want to imagine what Robin's soundtrack will sound like. What type of music would he listen to? So, stick around to play along. Other than that, let's get into it. When we think of Robin, we think of Batman's sidekick, this loyal, brave young hero who fights alongside the Dark Knight in Gotham. But Robin is so much more than that. This Robin movie will focus on Dick Grayson's time as Batman's partner and how the Boy Wonder tries to step out from the shadow of the Bat. It's not about becoming Nightwing just yet.
It's good to see you again.
Robin?
I haven't used that name in a long time. Call me Nightwing.
But about figuring out who he is, beyond just Robin. Now, before we dive deeper into my movie pitch, I know what you're all wondering. Is Robin going to rack up some crash outs in this film? Well, of course he is. I mean, this is Batman's first protege we're talking about. He learned from the best when it comes to, well, creative ways to handle situations.
I'm not the only one with a lackey.
Who's the lucky now, huh? Sir?
Let's not forget his infamous battle across Tokyo, where he earned the title, in my honest opinion, the #1 most wanted in the Tokyo movie.
I want answers. Real ones.
And as for you, Robin, don't think I forgot about that stunt you pulled with Starfire, trying to prove you weren't crazy by hunting down Slade. Yeah, we got that clip too.
What happened?
You are hurting me.
Slade ran right by you. How could you let him get away?
But, Robin, there was no one there.
But hey, if you thought you could pull a stunt like that on Raven and get away with it, remember what she did to Dr. Light. Yeah, we're gonna roll that one too.
Raven, stop! It's okay. You're going to be all right.
It was so dark. Make it stop.
Just a heads up, Robin. We're riding out at dawn to handle that Starfire situation, unless you want to test your luck again. We'll take a deep dive into Robin's backstory, showing his acrobatic days in a circus with his family, tragedy of losing them in the accident, and then his adoption by Bruce Wayne. Dick's journey as Robin would be the heart of the movie, his growth, his emotional conflict, ultimately his decision to leave Gotham behind in search of his own path. Now that we got a taste of the Robin movie's direction, let's talk about the tone. How do we balance the high octane action with the emotional depth we need for this character? The tone here is key. We got to capture the mix of high stakes and emotional depth with the same lightheartedness and energy that 2003 Teen Titans series so special.
Huh, pizza. Sweet. You know, Robbins, the mask makes me feel cool too.
We're talking intense action, but also deeply personal moments where Dick struggles to find his identity. Gotham will feel dark and oppressive, while Jump City will offer him a sense of freedom and possibility. Another side note, we need to talk about the fact that Robin is the only one in his team that don't have superpowers, but he still somehow manages to take down every last one of his team members without breaking a sweat. This boy has no super strength, no magic, just sheer willpower and a few well-timed boomerangs, just like Batman. I kid you not, this kid is like the human version of a Swiss Army knife. And I gotta say, whatever training program Bruce had got Dick to be under, I need that training too, because at this point, how the world is looking, we all need that Batman Robin training program. We have the daring acrobatics, the high energy chases, and the vibrant Gotham settings, right down to Dick's relationship with Batman. As Dick becomes more disillusioned with Gotham and the way Batman runs things, we'll see him push for something more hopeful. This is about Dick trying to move past his trauma and build something new, outside of the Bat's shadow. So now that we know the tone, let's get into the structure of the story. How does Dick's journey from Gotham to Jump City unfold? What does his arc look like in this film? We start with Act 1, opening with Robin, or Dick Grayson, fighting crime in Gotham alongside Batman. The opening should show how dynamic their partnership is. Dick is skilled, resourceful, and not afraid to challenge Batman when he thinks his mentor's approach is too extreme. We'll see Gotham through Dick's eyes, a city that's always on the brink, where danger lurks at every corner. But we'll also see the emotional cost this takes on Dick. He's haunted by the death of his parents, and as much as he wants to do good, he feels like he's just being used as a tool for Batman. Then we move on to Act 2, the tipping point. This is where the conflict comes to a head. Dick wants to work solo in Gotham. I mean, he is capable, independent, feels like he's ready to tackle crime on his own terms, but Batman doesn't agree. Bruce insists on keeping their partnership intact, believing that Gotham's dangers are too much for one person to handle. But Dick feels confined and frustrated, begins to push back hard. He can't be this kid's sidekick forever. He needs to stand on his own. And that's when the rift truly deepens. Dick decides he's done being Batman's shadow and leaves Gotham behind, heading to Jump City for a fresh start. Now, sidebar, Bruce Wayne, CEO of the Wayne Corporation, I need you to come to the front of the congregation. So you're not going to put out no APP on a missing boy? Your missing adoptive son that decided he gonna do his own thing. He gonna pull a Miles Morales and do his own thing.
I'm gonna do my own thing.
Oh, you're not gonna do nothing? You just gonna sit there embroidered in that comfortable office chair and find you another Robin to replace Dick? Okay, that's fine. That's cool. Back to again the topic at hand, my movie pitch. Then finally we move to Act 3. As Dick settles in Jump City, we begin to see him build a reputation, a mysterious vigilante in a new city. He starts tackling local crime, solving smaller cases, but things aren't as easy as he thought. This is a city full of young, restless people, and it's here that he begins to notice something odd happening. This is a city full of young, restless people, and it's here that Dick begins to notice odd signs of something bigger brewing. He hears whispers of a mysterious figure. The name Slade or Deathstroke is dropped in conversation. Robin doesn't know it yet, but this is the beginning of a much larger story. His world is getting more complicated, and he's starting to realize Jump City might not be the fresh start he thought it would be. Now that we've got the plot set up, let's talk about the themes that really drive Robin's character in this movie. What's at the heart of his journey? The big theme of the Robin movie would be identity. Who is Dick Grayson outside of Batman's shadow? Can he be more than just a sidekick?
You can't tell Batman.
Nothing leaves this room.
I always wanted, expected to grow up and become him. And the hero bit, I'm still all in. But that thing inside of him, the thing that drives him to sacrifice everything for the sake of his mission, that's not me. I don't want to be the Batman anymore.
He's struggling with his past, his grief over losing his parents, and the constant pressure of being Robin. But at the same time, he has hope hope that he can become something new, someone who can do good in the world without being tied to Gotham's darkness. Another key theme of this movie will be family. While Dick may feel disconnected from Batman at this point, Jump City presents an opportunity for him to find a new family, a group of people who will understand him and his struggles. This is where the seeds of the Teen Titans are planted through Dick's time in Jump City and his interactions with the citizens, especially a certain alien princess.
Maybe we can be.
If you wish not to be destroyed, you will leave me alone!
Speaking of those seeds, let's talk about how the Teen Titans are hinted at in this movie. How do we subtly introduce the team members without fully revealing them just yet? Now, for the fun part, how does this all lead into the Teen Titans movie? First, there are subtle hints about the other Titans throughout the movie. For example, while Robin's journey in Gotham is in full swing, we see something odd. Ravens begin appearing in the city, strange, mysterious ravens that somehow follow Robin everywhere, almost like they're watching him. This is our first hint at Raven. She's out there, and she's connected to Robin's story, even though he doesn't know it yet. Later, as Robin travels toward Jump City, he crosses paths with a strange green animal, maybe a tiger or another animal that connects to Beast Boy. There's no big introduction, but it's a sign that this city is full of unusual occurrences and that the next generation of heroes are out there waiting to be discovered. As Robin continues his journey to Jump City, he passes through a tech heavy district or sees a malfunctioning robotic model of a boy. This could be our little hint at Cyborg, the tech genius and powerhouse of the Teen Titans. And finally, while in Jump City, Robin meets a mysterious figure, a fierce warrior princess named Starfire. She's part of this vibrant new world, and there's an undeniable connection between them. She's not yet part of the team, but her presence feels like the first piece of the puzzle. Through their interactions, Robin starts to feel like maybe, just maybe, he can create a family here in Jump City, family that could become the new Teen Titans. All right, now that we teased the future of the Teen Titans, let's talk about something really fun. Imagine what Robin's soundtrack would sound like. What kind of music would he listen to? Okay, I want you to get into the mind of Robin. What kind of music would he listen to? We're talking about a guy who's been through intense personal loss, years of fighting crime, and is trying to find his own voice. So, what music fits that vibe? Maybe Robin got a taste for rock, something with a driving beat that fuels his intensity. Bands like Linkin Park or Foo Fighters could totally fit the bill. He's someone who needs something with power, energy, and a sense of rebellion. At the same time, though, Robin's deeply emotional. He always been a little brooding, especially after the loss of his parents. Not to mention, he has been under Batman for several years, so he took a page out of his book. But maybe there's also a space for some alternative or indie rock, with bands like The Killers or Arcade Fire giving him a more introspective sound. Maybe at night, when he's by himself, he's listening to something more melancholic, something that speaks to his unresolved grief. But don't forget about his acrobatic circus roots. I bet Robin would appreciate some classical or instrumental music too. Pieces that speak to precision, grace, and focus. Think Two Steps from Hell or epic movie scores, something to match his own discipline. So, what do you think? What would Robin's soundtrack be like for you? Let me know your thoughts and if you pick different genres. Now, for the last part, let's talk about casting. Who should play Robin? We need someone who can balance intensity with vulnerability, someone who's athletic and can bring that acrobatic energy to the role. Also has the acting chops to portray Dick's emotional depth. Here are a few actors I think would be perfect for the role of Robin in this movie. 1. Finn Wolfhard. He's got the right mix of intensity and charisma. Plus, his previous roles in Stranger Things prove he can handle both the emotional complexity and action heavy scenes. 2. Noah Centineo. Noah's got the right blend of charm and physicality, plus his work on To All the Boys show he can tap into the heart of a character with depth. 3. Tom Holland. We all know he's great at the action sequences, but Tom can also tap to that youthful vulnerability that makes Robin such a relatable character. Wouldn't that be breaching Marvel's contract with him? I mean, Ryan Reynolds and Halle Berry switched from DC to Marvel, but you never hear any Marvel actors switch over to DC. But considering that, that would be a breach of contract. So, but anywho, 4. Asher Angel. Having already played a superhero in Shazam, Asher has the right balance of youthful energy and emotional range to take on Robin. Let me know who you think would be the perfect fit for Robin. These actors each bring something unique to the table, but ultimately, it's about finding the right blend of heart and action. So, that's the Robin movie I envision. It's about Dick finding his path in the world as more than just Batman's sidekick. It's a coming of age story set in Gotham and Jump City that gives Robin the emotional arc he deserves, while teasing the larger world of the Teen Titans. It's also a perfect way to introduce Starfire and hint at the greater team of heroes who will come together in the Teen Titans movie. What do you think, Star Riders? Would you love to see a Robin movie that focuses on his time as Batman's sidekick? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'm dying to hear what you think. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell to join the journey through the stars for more out of this world ideas. Until next time, keep your pen to the stars and your heart in the pages. Sincerely yours.